Good evening. I'm Ann Curry in for Brian Williams tonight. The president was to squarely take on the anger we've seen in recent weeks over health care reform, flying to a town hall in a conservative part of Montana. The audience, we were told, was not pre-screened, but the meeting was more like a campaign rally than a debate over health care. The president even getting a standing ovation. We have this story covered tonight, beginning with the chief White House correspondent, Chuck Todd, now joining us from Belgrade, Montana. Chuck.
Good evening, Ann. Well, the president just finished up the first of what are going to be back-to-back town hall meetings here out west. Colorado happens tomorrow. All of this part of an opportunity to try to regain the political momentum in his push for health care reform. President Obama came to the hills of Montana with his entire family in tow for what was billed as a town hall on health care, but at times felt more like a campaign rally.
Hello, Montana!
And President Obama was reminiscent of candidate Obama at times, as he worked the audience.
So I need you to keep knocking on doors, talking to your neighbors, spread the facts.
The president did take questions from a mostly supportive audience, but not before offering his own media critique of how town halls have been covered this week.
TV loves a ruckus. What you haven't seen on TV, and what makes me proud, are the many constructive meetings going on all over the country.
Mindful of Tuesday's relatively tame New Hampshire town hall, the president avoided calling on anyone who could easily be viewed as a supporter. So he found Randy Rathie, who was wearing a National Rifle Association shirt.
And we keep getting the bull. That's all we get is bull. You can't tell us how you're going to pay for this.
You are absolutely right that I can't cover another 46 million people for free.
The president went on to reiterate his pledge not to raise taxes on families making $250,000 or less, but also said the wealthy would have to pay more.
That's what I said. But I said that for people like myself who make more than that, there's nothing wrong with me paying a little bit more in order to help people who got a little bit less.
After the town hall, Rathie, a McCain voter who drove 300 miles across the state to be here, said he wasn't convinced the president could fulfill his promise.
I want him and Max Baucus and those people to say, here's where the money is. And I'm afraid where it's coming from is out of us taxpayers' pockets again.
Today's town hall was held in an airplane hangar, easily secured from the public. And while the requisite protesters were gathered about a half-mile away, the demonstration never got out of hand. Back at the town hall, Mr. Obama was also challenged by a man who sells individual health insurance.
Why is it that you've changed your strategy from talking about health care reform to health insurance reform and decided to vilify the insurance companies?
Okay, that's a fair question. My intent is not to vilify insurance companies, right? What I've said is let's work with the existing system.
All right, tomorrow, Ann, at another town hall in Grand Junction, Colorado, a conservative part of that state, but the tickets were handed out a little bit differently there. We'll see what kind of reception he gets. Ann?
All right, Chuck Todd tonight. Chuck, thanks for reporting.